Because TikTok's algorithm knows that I know that I'm an Israelite, every once in a while on my For You page, I come across one of those videos that's like, I'm no longer a part of the Hebrew Israelite cult, and here's why. And when I say that I know that I'm an Israelite, I mean that I'm awakened to the fact that my ancestors, that I'm descendant from the Hebrews, the Israelites of the Bible. I'm not a member of any camp or association or organization, and I didn't come to the knowledge of this truth through social media, through a camp, or through an organization. That being said, every single time I watch one of these videos, there are reoccurring themes, and there are things that these people are complaining of that is consistent throughout all of their testimonies. I guess my question is, when do we as a community look at these experiences that these people are having, that our brothers and sisters are having? Because honestly, at the end of the day, whether they recognize that they are Israelites by blood, by inheritance, they are Israelites. So whether they identify with that or they have just separated themselves from the organization that they were once a part of, they are still people. What point do we take some accountability? At what point do we look at these experiences and we say, hey, there is a problem of pride in this community? At what point do we say that there is a spirit of unrighteous hatred that's rampant in the community? At what point do we acknowledge that there is a spirit of lust rampant in the community? At what point do we acknowledge that there is an issue with domestic violence within the community? At what point do we understand that if we are calling ourselves Yasharel, if we are calling ourselves Israel, Yasharel, called by his name, that if we are not representing him in a righteous manner, and we're not actually living in the spirit according to his law, statutes, and commandments, then we are blaspheming his name, then we are taking his name in vain. Waking up and knowing that you are Israel, you are Yasharel, should not be a point of pride for you. Every wicked Israelite in the Bible knew who they were and were still counted as wicked. At what point do we stop making the excuse that this person who left the camp or the organization or the belief that they're Israelites on the fact that they just wanted to be lawless and to sin? That maybe one of our brothers and sisters' unrighteousness literally turned away a brother or sister from the truth and from the faith. Messiah told us in Matthew chapter 18, verse 6, that whosoever shall offend these little ones that believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged around his neck and that he were drowned in the sea.